Hey blushing brides! This week's video is going to be a replay of my Who Gets Wedding Gifts video. I have a ton of gift ideas in here which I thought would be perfect for you with the holidays right around the corner, and especially with Black Friday around the corner. That is a great time to go through and purchase all of your wedding day gifts for your bridesmaids, maid of honor, your parents, basically anybody who you need to get gifts for. In the meantime, I'm going to be preparing a few fun holiday videos for you girls. I have a bride gift guide, so what you should be asking for Christmas this year that will contribute to your wedding, as well as a fun Christmas dinner tablescape video where I'm going to show you how to elevate your Christmas tablescape on a budget. I'm also going to do a video on everything that you need to be purchasing on Black Friday for your wedding day. So the bride's guide to Black Friday as well. So if you're not already, be sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss those. Enjoy today's video. I would open a note on your phone and copy the links for the gifts in the description and just save them on a note so that when Black Friday does roll around, you can just click those links in your note and go through and purchase them when everything's on sale. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next week with a new video. I thought this was our wedding. Why are we buying people gifts? Hey blushing brides, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kyle James. In today's video, we are talking all about gifts. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited to have you. Be sure that you're subscribed. I post new videos every single Wednesday on all things wedding planning. So be sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss that. And let's get into it. A question that I see all the time is, who all do we need to buy gifts for? And it seems like such a burden, and like you're really trying to put in the minimum amount of energy and the minimum amount of money. So I want to talk about not only who you need to get gifts for and some ideas for what to get them, but why you're giving gifts in the first place. I think that will make this a lot more fun and a lot more meaningful. So my love language is gifts, and I kind of consider myself a gift-giving connoisseur. It's like one of my favorite things, and not to toot my own horn, but I'm like pretty good at it. So you definitely want to stick around for my gift ideas, but first let's talk about who we're giving gifts and why. The main reason that you are giving the people closest to you gifts on your wedding day is to thank them and show them how grateful you are for everything that they've done in your life, just for being there for you. I mean, how often do you have this huge monumental event in your life where you can just like take a moment and say, hey, I love you and thank you so much for being a part of my life. The secondary reason that we are giving gifts to the people closest to us on our wedding day is to thank them for what they've done in helping you put your wedding together. So even if somebody hasn't put in a ton of time and effort in like helping you throughout your planning process, if they are in your bridal party and they are showing up for you on your wedding day, that definitely deserves a thank you. If you've ever been in a wedding, then you know that it actually does really take a lot of time and money to be in someone's bridal party. So we definitely want to be sure that we are thanking everybody appropriately. So I think the best way to really see why you're giving people gifts and like really get in all the feels of gratefulness before you start shopping for gifts is to sit down and write a handwritten thank you note to each person that you're gonna get a gift. Really getting in the feeling of how grateful you are for this person will not only help you like feel good about spending money on a gift, but it will actually really help you to pick out really great gifts. So that actually makes the next part really easy. Who gets a gift? Now, I'm not saying that you have to go and spend a ton of money and buy every single person a super expensive present to thank them. Just sending them this handwritten little thank you note is probably a big enough gift for everyone. In today's digital society, you just don't get handwritten thank you notes. You don't even really get like actual thank yous. So just sending them this little thank you note alone is a huge gift that you can give someone. And it's free. So here are the people who you should consider getting a little gift for your wedding. First of all, your maid of honor and your best man. These are the two people in your bridal party who probably put in the most work, so we definitely want to thank them, and obviously they're very important in your life. I'm going to go through my ideas for gifts for each person next, but first I'm just going to go through the whole list of everyone who you should consider. So your maid of honor and your best man, your bridal party, including your flower girls and your ring bearers, your parents and step-parents too, anyone who contributed time and or money to making your wedding day happen. So if you had a grandparent who contributed significantly, or an aunt or an uncle or whoever, you'll want to get them a little thank you gift as well. And then there are a few vendors who you might consider getting a gift for. It's totally optional, but you might want to get a gift for your officiant, especially if it's a close family member or friend who is doing that for you. It actually takes a lot. And then also your wedding planner or your day of coordinator, depending on how close you get with them throughout the process. And if they really do go above and beyond for you, you might want to get them a little extra thank you other than just like a tip. All right, so now I'm gonna get into my gift ideas. They're so good, I'm so excited. So first I'll go through some like little extra special things that you might wanna do for your maid of honor, and then I'll go through all the things to do for your bridesmaids. So my first gift suggestion for your maid of honor, and for anyone, depending on your budget, is Kendra Scott. I love their jewelry, and I think that like no matter what their style is, they can totally wear it. I'm actually wearing, the necklace that I'm wearing is the necklace that my best friend got me when I was the maid of honor in her wedding, and I wear this thing like literally all the time. I think that it's beautiful and it's simple. So here are a few of my favorite Kendra Scott pieces for your maid of honor, and like I said, this is the perfect gift for anyone. They do have a pretty good range of prices, so if you are more on a budget, there are still some options for you, I think. But like I said, this is going to be something a little bit more special and a little bit nicer, but it's something that they're actually going to wear and actually continue to use after the wedding. This is the Elisa rose gold pendant. And also you'll notice that I am going to number each gift idea just because there's so many links below. I want to make it easy for you to be able to find whichever ones you like. Yeah, so each one will have like a number by it, and then you can just look that up in the description and find the link there. So this is the first one, and this is the one I'm wearing. And then I love these earrings. These are the Danielle earrings in rose quartz. The photo in the background, I think they're in the pearl there, but I love them in the rose quartz too. I love the idea of doing this nicer pair of earrings for your maid or maids of honor, and then you could do a different earring, a less expensive one for the other girls. And then the last is this layered look. I love this one. This is the Rena Gold multi-strand necklace. I love this one so much. The next little special touch to add to your maid of honor gift is a photo frame with a picture of you and her in it. My best friend gave this to me when I was her maid of honor as well, and it was just like so meaningful to me. And it's a super cute little addition to the gift. So I have just 3 options that I found on Amazon. The first one, the number 4, is a Kate Spade frame, so that's going to be a much nicer frame. And then they go down in price for the other 2. So really that's depending on your budget, but I love this idea, and I think that you can make this part work on any budget. And then depending on your budget, you might also want to give her a few other special things above and beyond what you give your other bridesmaids. So if you can afford it, and if she like really went above and beyond for you, you might want to thank her with like a spa day, or maybe just like paying for her mani-pedi when you go to get your nails done before your wedding. Another one of my favorite ideas for your maid of honor, and also for anybody else who really helped with your wedding, is to send them a bouquet after the wedding and a little thank you note. I think this is like extra special, and it's like kind of like once you're out of all the wedding craziness and they can really enjoy it. It really means a lot to get that little gift afterwards, and you can totally schedule this to be delivered like beforehand so that you don't have to worry about it when you're like going on your honeymoon and everything. But I think that this is definitely a special touch for your maid of honor as a little extra thank you. And then for your bridesmaids, and you might want to do this for your maid of honor as well and just do some extra special things on top of this. But a few ideas for your bridesmaids are Kendra Scott as well, so you might want to just get them like a smaller piece and then you can get something else for your maid of honor. But I loved these. I really think they're beautiful, and then we were able to all wear them on her wedding day as well. So I like the idea of giving your bridesmaids the gifts of the jewelry that you want them to wear. Like I mentioned, you could do those more simple earrings for the rest of your bridesmaids. I think those are so pretty. I love this little rose necklace as well. This is from Olive and Piper. I love their stuff. It's really, really pretty. And then I love, these are Olive and Piper as well, and they're just kind of a more simple stud. If your budget allows for it, I like the idea of getting the girls something a little bit nicer and a little bit more expensive. And maybe just getting them one gift, or maybe one gift plus a few other little things, instead of trying to get them a ton of stuff and just trying to be as cheap as possible. I think it's more special, and they're more likely to use it if it's something that's nicer that they can actually, that they would actually wear beyond the wedding. You might also want to do some nail polish, or if your budget allows for it, pay for their mani-pedi beforehand. It just adds a little something. But I love the Essie ones because I think they look super cute, and they have such gorgeous colors that are perfect for the wedding. I have these ones linked in the description below, but they have so many different color options. The next thing is a weekender bag. So one of my favorite things with gift giving to add that extra special touch is, instead of just doing a regular gift bag in paper, to actually give the gift inside of another gift. So whether that be a weekender bag, or a cute basket, or something that they can have in their house, like a vase or a bowl, you end up spending $5 to $10 on paper and wrapping and everything anyway. So I think you might as well save the waste, be green, and just buy them another gift to present their gift in. I really, really think that this takes gift giving to the next level, and it means a lot to them, and it shows that you really care because you put in that extra effort to make it beautiful. And then here are my options for a tote bag or a weekender. Number 11 is going to be a bigger weekender, and it is personalized. This one's super nice. It's leather, and you can get it personalized with your girls' monograms. So if you're on a tighter budget, you might just want to do this one for your maid of honor, and then find something a little bit less expensive for the other girls. This is, again, something that they can use over and over again. And then I have number 12 is a much more budget-friendly option off of Amazon. And then 13 is super cute. I love the pineapples. And you can get that one personalized as well. And that one's from David's Bridal. My next suggestion is robes or PJ sets, especially if you want them to be wearing these for getting ready pictures. I think it's awesome if you just give it to them as a gift. So you're going to be actually giving them these gifts the night before. I usually recommend doing it before or after your rehearsal dinner, just that everybody has everything they need for the next day. And here, if your budget will allow for it, I also recommend doing something nicer, or something that they really will wear beyond the wedding day. I love these little rompers. These are Pretty Plum Sugar. Super, super cute. And this one's pictured with the robe as well, but you could decide if you wanted to do just the robe or do the rompers as well. And then you could also just do the satin and lace robes. I love this one. They're simple and they're pretty, and they have a bunch of choices. I think that you can also personalize these ones as well. They are from David's Bridal, so I think that you can add the girls' names on the back, or add the monogram to the front if you wanted. And then this jumpsuit is just super cute too. And then another idea for just a little something extra to throw in the bridesmaids' gifts is jewelry dishes. I don't think you can ever have enough of these, and I found these ones on Amazon. They're super pretty, and I think they're pretty cheap. So it's a nice little addition to a gift, especially if you're gifting jewelry as well. Water bottles and drinkware. This one you might want to be careful with because it's kind of been done. It's kind of been overdone, especially if you've had a lot of friends get married recently and everybody's kind of been in each other's bridal parties. You might have 1,000 wine glasses that have your name on it or have bridesmaid on it. But if not, then totally go for it. Here are some cute drinkware options that are not personalized wine glasses. I love this Kate Spade tumbler. Super cute. It says ladies first, and that is just from Amazon. And then I also found this really pretty swell bottle that I'll link below as well. But I think if you did a water bottle or a cup, a different one for each girl that like goes with their personality or with their style, that's a little bit more meaningful than just doing the same old personalized wine glass. But if you do want to do the personalized wine glasses, I love these personalized champagne flutes. You can get them in pink, clear, or blue, and then they have the gold rim and the gold personalization on them. I think those are really pretty as well. And then a few other little ideas to add in there. I love bath bombs. These ones are natural ingredients. These ones come individually wrapped, so you could just buy the whole box and then split them up between the girls, or buy each girl a box, whichever one you want to do. If you do bath bombs, just be sure that you either get them individually wrapped when you purchase them, or put them in like some cute little bag or box or something, just so that they're not getting any of the color or any of the scent all over everything else, especially if you're doing like tote bags and stuff. Just something to think about. I also found these like chill pill bath bombs at Sephora. I think that's a really, really cute idea. If you have a bigger budget to get each girl these chill pills, you could also just do these in your maid of honors and just do other bath bombs for the rest of the girls, because these are a little bit more expensive. These are from Uncommon Goods, and they're called Blooming Lollipops, and they have like really, really good flavors, and they're super cute because they look kind of like floral, and they're just a really pretty extra touch to put in your gift. These little above and beyond touches that really make your gift stand out and make your gift more meaningful to your girls. And then my last gift for bridesmaids, and this is like probably one of the most important, is some dancing shoes. So especially if everyone's wearing heels for the ceremony and everything, you might want to get them a cute pair of slides or flip-flops that they can change into afterwards so that everyone can dance. Here are a few options for you for shoes. The number 24 is just a pair of sandals that I found on Amazon. It's a little bit nicer than just your regular flip-flops, but those aren't going to totally break the bank. And then number 25 is Old Navy flip-flops. Super cheap. I think they're like $3 or $4. So that's a nice little addition in your bridesmaids gifts if you are already getting them other more expensive things. And then if your budget allows for it, or if you want this to be your bigger part of your gift, you might want to do a little splurge on some Tory Burch slides. That is definitely something your girls will use beyond the wedding day, and this might also be a place where you spend a little bit less for the rest of your bridal party, but get the maid of honor, the nicer Tory Burch ones. Here are my Kendra Scott picks for your mother. Number 27 is, I love the double strand. It's like the same pendant necklace, but then it just has an extra gold strand as well. And then this is in the antique gold. I love that. I think it's so beautiful, and you could wear it with pretty much anything. And I also love the pendant necklace as well. I have one of those, and I wear it all the time. It's so beautiful. And then I also like the idea of doing a nice picture frame for them as well. This one is like a plated silver Kate Spade frame. So I think doing a nicer frame for your mom, especially if it's something that she would notice, is a really great touch. But just like I said with the bridesmaids gifts, there's just so many options in any budget. And a few other things that you might want to add to her gifts. I love doing a little like spa theme for your mom, because I know a lot of moms get super stressed out around wedding time. So thanking her for her help in all the wedding planning with a little self-care is great. I have a little bath kit with some tinted lip balms. It's just super pretty. It's a little bit nicer than something that you would just buy from like Target or something. But if your budget does not allow for that, buying a little something from Target there's nothing wrong with that either. And then I also love these under eye masks. And there's a roller that you can get as well. These are great for yourself as well before the wedding day. But it kind of goes with that spa theme too. You could do like a candle or something, but I love these terrarium floral scented jars from Anthropologie. They're a little bit different than just your everyday candles, and I think they just add an extra special touch. And then I love the idea of getting your mom and the mother of the groom, and maybe your stepmothers as well, a robe to get ready in. I think it makes them feel like more like part of the bridal party and stuff, and makes them feel more included. So I found a nice robe that you could get for your mom, and I think you can personalize this one as well. And then I also love the idea of a jewelry tray for her, another little something to add in. These ones are from Anthropologie. And then I found these cute little terrarium candles as well, kind of sticking with the spa theme. And then all of those gifts too would be great for stepmoms as well, and any other women in your life who you just want to give a special thank you to, or who helped you out budget-wise or work-wise with your wedding. You might want to just get them one or a few of those items as well, along with your handwritten thank you note. Definitely do the thank you notes. I think that that is the most meaningful thing you can do. Can't stress that enough. All right, let's talk about the men. So for the best man, I love the idea of getting him a nice watch. Here are a few watch choices. If your budget is tight here, you might just want to get them a watch and that's it. I don't think the guys really need these whole ornate like gift baskets and everything. So I think just a watch would be plenty. But you might also want to do like a nice pair of sunglasses for him as well. These are just your classic black Ray-Ban Wayfarers. Can't really go wrong with those. And then you might also want to do monogrammed cufflinks. These ones I think were under $40. But I would only do cufflinks if your best man does get dressed up and would wear them beyond the wedding. You don't want to spend extra money on something that they're just going to throw away or shove in the back of a dresser drawer somewhere. Every guy loves Yeti, pretty much. I don't think you can really go wrong here. And I think there's a ton of stuff for each budget. So you could, if you have a smaller budget, you could do just the Yeti mugs. And you can get those personalized as well. But if your budget does allow for it, I think the roadie coolers are amazing. And I think the guys would just like go crazy for that. At least most guys would. And if you are kind of on a tighter budget, maybe you do the cooler for like the best man and maybe for your dads, and then stick with the hat or the mugs for the other guys. You might want to do sunglasses, maybe not necessarily like super nice pair of sunglasses, but just some like plain black sunglasses, because oh my gosh, groomsmen for some reason always try to wear their sunglasses in the photos or end up like wearing them down the aisle, and you're like, how did you do that? How did you get away with getting down the aisle in those? There's always one. So if you get them a nice pair of sunglasses, or like just a plain black pair, that it wouldn't be that big of a deal if this happened, or that it would look really nice if they all did photos in their sunglasses for their groomsmen photos. Here are just some plain black sunglasses that you might want to do for the rest of the groomsmen. If you don't want to spend money on getting everybody a pair of actual Ray-Bans. These are just sold in 3-packs on Amazon, and it's a nice little extra to throw in with their gift. I also love the idea of doing a personalized flask for them, and then also giving them the socks that you want them to wear as well. It seems weird, but I've seen tons of really cool groomsmen photos when they all are like showing their socks, so just an idea. You don't want to do the things that all your friends have already done, because everyone starts collecting way too much of this stuff and you just end up throwing it away and it's a waste. So think about your friends and think about what they love and like pick something for them. Also, a side note on this that I just thought of, you don't have to get the same thing for every single person in your bridal party. It is easier if you do, but you might want to take each person and think about what they love and what they do, and they might be completely different from each other. So feel free to get different things, get different pieces of jewelry, get different, like completely different gifts for everyone, if that makes sense for you. I think that they will be much more grateful if the gift is actually personal to them, and it shows that you took the time and you really care. And then for the dads, you might want to get the father of the bride and the father of the groom a gift as well, especially if they contributed financially. I like the idea of doing like a nice bottle of scotch if they're into that, only if they're into that. Or like a nice bottle of wine or something, and maybe some glasses that go with it. So for your fathers, I love the idea of doing the whiskey rocks and the whiskey glasses. or you might want to get them a nice pair of cufflinks. I found these really cool golf ball ones. I wouldn't necessarily get them cufflinks unless they're going to use them, especially something more expensive like these ones. But just think about like what your dad's into and think about his hobbies and get him something along those lines. People always forget to get the little ones gifts as well. So your flower girls and your ring bearers, I love putting together cute little kid gifts for them to thank them for walking down that aisle for you, or even if they don't make it down, for putting in the effort to be a part of your bridal party. I love doing things like coloring books and activities that they can actually do on the wedding day that will keep them busy. And then here are a few coloring book ideas for the flower girl and ring bearer. These are both really nice gifts because they come in like big packs. So you could just get this big pack of coloring books and split it between the kids. And then I love the activity bucket of fun. That's something fun that they could do during the wedding. And then this name book I think is an extra special gift to get for your flower girls and ring bearers. One of our friends got one for us for my baby shower, and it goes through a whole story with each kid's name, and you totally personalize the book. And it's so special, and they love it so much. I think it's a really cool, extra special touch to thank your flower girl or ring bearer. And then you could also order the book and then write a nice note to them in the cover so that they remember what the book is for when they get a little bit older. And then I think it's cute to get them a little stuffed animal, maybe like a little bride and groom stuffed animal or something that will commemorate their being in your wedding. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you feel a lot better about spending money on gifts and actually excited to get some of this stuff for your bridal party and those extra special people in your life who helped you out so much. I will link everything below. Be sure you check out the description and go through that when you are doing your shopping. If you're not already, be sure that you hit that subscribe button. I have some awesome videos coming up. If this video was helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and send it to the other brides in your life. And we'll see you next time. Happy planning!